Harry is once again getting ready to step into the witness box, treating it less like a courtroom and more like a personal TED Talk. This time, however, the setting is the High Court, and the audience isn't just the media, it's judges, lawyers, and a British public that feels thoroughly exhausted. Starting January 19th, Harry is expected to appear in London for what's being described as the final act in his long-running legal battle against the UK tabloids. He is suing Associated Newspapers Limited, the publisher behind the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday. The accusation? Unlawful information gathering. Associated Newspapers has predictably rejected the claim and done so loudly. Harry, meanwhile, is expected to take the stand himself on January 22nd, presumably to once again explain why everyone else is at fault and why he remains, in his view, deeply persecuted. This is hardly Harry's first courtroom performance. Back in 2023, he made history as the first senior royal in 130 years to testify in court during his phone hacking case against Mirror Group newspapers. That trial delivered some unforgettable moments, including Harry recalling how the press had branded him a Playboy prince, a thicko, a failure, and a dropout. A list that prompted many observers to respond, silently, but decisively. Harry went on to describe the media's conduct as utterly vile, accusing tabloids of fueling hatred and harassment directed at both himself and Meghan Markle. At one point, with unmistakable Shakespearean drama, he even asked how much more blood would stain their typing fingers. "Sir, this is a newspaper, not the Battle of Hastings." Still, Harry won that case and walked away with significant damages, later announcing that his mission would continue, because, apparently, nothing represents personal healing quite like non-stop litigation. What's different this time, however, is the royal reaction, or more accurately, the lack of one. Harry will be in London. King Charles, meanwhile, will be in Scotland. The Prince and Princess of Wales will also be north of the border, quietly carrying out engagements, meeting Olympic curlers, and generally going about their lives without chaos or commentary. It's unmistakable, we don't know him energy. A textbook example of the silent clapback. At the same time, critics have begun revisiting Harry's greatest hits, Playboy Prince. And yes, there's photographic evidence. Plenty of it. Thicko. He struggled academically, needed additional support to enter Sandhurst, and failed to pass pilot examinations. Failure. A glance at the post-royal business ventures says enough. Sentiball complications. Archewell, uncertainty. Netflix output that continues to raise eyebrows. Dropout. He left school under questionable circumstances and was later given Invictus to keep him occupied. These aren't tabloid fabrications. They're documented history. Much of it acknowledged by Harry himself in his memoir, Spare. In past cases, Harry has implied that the accused should prove him wrong, instead of him proving his allegations. That's not how the legal system works. But self-belief, at least, is free. Add to that recent claims that his legal team may have fabricated or selectively manipulated evidence, including accusations involving misleading email trails and paid testimony, and suddenly, this case begins to resemble less of a principled fight and more of a legal minefield. Meghan Markle's own relationship with the courts has done little to help matters. In 2021, she issued an apology for providing a misleading statement during her privacy case against the Mail on Sunday. Misleading statements, for the record, are more commonly known as lies. Yet, once again, here we are, with truth appearing strangely elastic, shifting depending on the moment and the audience. And while Harry continues to demand ever-expanding security provisions, the contrast with the rest of the royal family could not be more striking. Catherine, the future queen, was recently seen driving herself to an engagement, umbrella in hand, without a motorcade in sight. William and Catherine routinely handle school runs, shop locally, and live their daily lives under a long-standing media agreement that exchanges limited access for privacy. And it works. Meanwhile, the Duke and Duchess of Montecito require convoys, bulletproof vehicles, and carefully orchestrated paparazzi encounters. The message from the palace is quiet, yet devastating. If the future queen can manage perfectly well, perhaps the issue isn't the country after all. As Harry prepares to take the stand yet again, one thing remains clear. The truth may sting, but the optics sting far more.